When you think about natural lakes, you probably don't think about the South, but in fact, there are tons and tons of lakes in Florida. And that's because of what lies underneath all this sand. Florida is primarily made up of limestone. And as limestone is exposed to acidic waters that seep through those sands from rain, it starts to dissolve. And as it dissolves away, it gives way to sinkholes, some of them huge like this one. And so out here in the Apalachicola National Forest, we are observing a topography that we call karst topography, one that is underlain by limestone and pockmarked with big sinkholes that when they fall below the surrounding landscape, fall below water table. And when they're below water table, they fill up with water. So all of these lakes, the sheer number and the sheer size of them means that there's bound to be things that are unique to them. So some of the things that we find here, lots of plant life, lots of animal life, lots of fish life. But one of them that's all around me here is one of the largest of the bladderwort species. These lovely little floating yellow flowers belong to the Florida bladderwort. It's called bladderwort because there are swollen bladders, enormous long strands of vegetation attached to the underwater stems. And these bladders have a little trap door that's under negative pressure inside the bladder, and it has a trigger here that when triggered causes that door to open and water to rush in, trapping things like tiny minuscule insects, even sometimes tiny fish. So even here in these nutrient poor waters, plants are taking advantage of the animals to get their nitrogen, to get the minerals that they need to grow. And we know that these waters are really nutrient poor because these waters are crystal clear. As the seasons fluctuate and as the rainfall fluctuates here, the water level goes up and down depending on the water table. And as it goes down in the exposed, what we call drawdown zone, the banks of these karst depression ponds, we find some really cool plants like the lime sink St. John's wort, Hypericum lysiflois, with the beautiful yellow flowers. One of a host of St. John's worts that's found in this part of Florida. Matter of fact, we probably have more species of St. John's worts in this area than anywhere else in North America for sure. Other really cool plants that you find usually right here in the drawdown zone that are all over here, the brown bog buttons, related to the hat pins and the bog buttons and the bantam buttons that we see in the savannas, but these with little drum heads that are a little more elongate and a little less brilliant in white coloration. Really a specialist of drawdown zones like this. Really beautiful plants and beautiful scenery. And again, the sheer number of these ponds has led to specialization so that there are things that are found nowhere else on the entire planet.